What's your occupation and how did you delve into that field?
My occupation. I'm a street walker. No, I am a designer by day and an artist by night. Sometimes those words blend weird ways. But I got into art. Like I've always been into art. I've always been creative. I went to art school when I was in middle and high school. So that's where the design came into play. And then when I was in college, I started an art magazine, and that's when I started doing a lot more in design, like web design and stuff like that, because I realized everything costs a lot, and I didn't have the point to do it, so I started figuring things out.
How would you describe yourself?
How I describe myself in terms of what?
Anything. Like if someone's like, "Who are you?" What would you say?
Who am I? I'm an artist. Mm-hmm. I am 30. I am black and queer. I like to consider myself smart, I guess. Creative. Very much an introvert. Quiet in some ways. I think I have very dry sense of humor. I call it like I always love the term gallows humor, but that's pretty much like I would make a joke about the things you're not supposed to joke about. Keep myself cracking up for days on end with that one thing. But yeah, all in all, I just like to consider myself a creative person.
Okay. How do those attributes contribute to your work? Your artwork?
I think I make work based on things that I'm going through or things that I like. So all of that goes into my work. Like a lot of times it is just like I am doing like funny pop culture. I don't know what term would be, but I guess like pop culture references. Me being an introvert, I always am thinking sometimes too much about my life and where it's going, where it's been. All of that goes into my work. Yeah, I think I'm not one of those artists who like. There's some type of artists.
Some artists do have that distance. So did you ever have a distance, or you just always been part of who you are?
I think back when I was just being creative, like I just had talent, like natural talent. You grow up with talent. I think before you find your style, I think you're just kind of doing things. But I think in general, like even then, I still was like. Now that I think about it, I still was doing things I liked. Like I was drawing people that I liked. Like I was drawing artists, like pop stars. So like, I didn't have my style or like the direction that my work was going in until 2011 when I first started this style, like work that I have now. But like, I think I think being who I am, which is a black queer man, I don't really have the luxury to create work that doesn't have something about me. Like that's like that's like a white man establishment kind of way to make work like that. Yeah, and even the artists that I always kind of gravitated towards were those artists that like you see so much of them in their work, even the way they dress, you can tell, oh, that's their work. Like I love that type of stuff.
So who are some people or one of the main influences in your life who inspire you?
Like artists?
Could be an artist, or it could be maybe an activist, or just colors.
I mean, color
things or people that inspire you.
I mean, color-wise, I like all colors. I don't really like the normal kind of colors, so like a normal like red, normal purple, normal blue, navy blue. Like I hate that type of stuff. So like I live for any other of the other spectrums. Like I'm into more into pastel. So yeah, I'm more into pastels, like so that type of colors. Like I love patterns.
That's
Artists that I love, like Basquiat, Keith Haring, Andy Warhol. Like when I look at my work, I envision it to be like a mixture of those three, and Frida Kahlo, like those three, four.
It was
like,
Basquiat, Keith Haring, and who?
Andy Warhol, Frida Kahlo. I respect Picasso so much, just for his style, like how he like that man was also a businessman. Too, and I also, being a struggling artist sometimes, I want to look towards people like me that also make names for themselves, and they make money. That doesn't sound like that takes away from art. Like I don't think it's cool to just be like, man, go just broke all the time. Like I admire like Picasso, that dude takes a businessman as well, Warhol as well. Basquiat and Keith Haring they were wealthy, but it didn't matter as much to them because they were younger. They were just having fun. But they also were able to like become wealthy off of something they made. I love cars. I love pop culture inspires me. The type of music I listen to.
What about pop culture?
I just think it just says so much about us. Like it says so much about society. Like who is on top at a certain given time in history. It always makes so much sense. Like even when you look at like today, like I hate today's pop culture.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, it makes so much sense when you look at like where it's been heading. When you look at like how Kim Kardashian is this big, and like, Trump is the president, Cardi B's a pop star. I think it all makes so much sense. It's like gross.
Yes.
But like I just think it just in terms of like if you want to make a statement, I think it's very easy for people to understand what you're trying to say if you use a popular culture reference. Because a lot of meaning is implied, like, and even to different people, I think it's so interesting how different fixtures mean different things to people. Like Beyonce means something different to black women than she means to white gays. Like, I think that's just so interesting to me.
Yeah. Never thought about that. That's true.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Are there any phrases or quotes that you live by or draw inspiration from?
I guess I'm trying to look for something inspirational.
Depends on the mood.
Yeah, favorite quotes. What? Favorite quote. I think something that honestly, I would just say always know in every language.
Oh, no.
Some people know. That's something I live by. I love to let people know. But I mean, there's more. I think I could think of that in my life. I would have to think about it. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Oh, that's very interesting. That's so true. Like, I think it takes such a confidence to be able to tell people no. I know it's something I struggled with until I literally had a first kiss because I couldn't tell someone no.
Yeah, no, you
like so that's awesome. Have you always been a strong person, or what do you think kind of owned that?
I think we can work hard on ourselves, folks. I think like there are moments in my life where I break down and like, yeah, I can't do it. And someone who knows me well will remind me, you are the strongest person I know. Because I don't give up. To my detriment, I don't listen. But I also feel like those are the things that have propelled me. So yeah, I do think I'm a strong person. I think anybody that's still here, if you're not off yourself, you are like a strong person. And that's relative. And then of course there are things that I'm strong at. There are things that I'm amazing at. And then there are things that like I could work on. I think just in general, I would consider myself a strong person. The things that I've been able to endure and get through and like overcome
And how do you face challenges? Counter them.
I run from them. I don't know. I think it depends on what it is. I think I've pushed myself, at least since I moved to New York, to be more like. Let's just say I've had a lot of difficult conversations over the past like few years, and I think I've gotten to the point where it's like maybe I'm numb to it, but like I feel like I'd rather have that uncomfortable conversation and move on with my life, because I don't have that much. The older I get, the less time I have for shit that I don't have time for. I just like I'd rather talk about it, and like sometimes it's too much. Like my boyfriend's like sometimes he hates it because I'm like, yo, we need to talk about that. Like what happened? Like where was where did that come from? Like because to me it's like like it's not. I think the way I grew, which is also I grew up completely the opposite. My family does not talk about me. To this, even to this day, they're getting better, but they don't. The rule of thumb is you don't talk about feelings. So I think like for a long time I was very like I didn't talk about things, but like I think to be able to move forward and to be able to get things done, like you got to be able to have difficult conversations. You got to be able to like express yourself. And that's one thing my mom did teach me, because I remember like she would just say things like they're not gonna care about your check because it's not your shit, it's not their shit, like you have to go in. And of course I take that to the extreme sometimes.
Yeah.
But I do feel like from what I've learned, people will kind of shit on you if you don't like let them know, hey, I'm not the one. So yeah, I think just like your question was about like, was I always like that? I wasn't. It was something that I had to like grow into.
What do you want to contribute to the world?
I want to like at the end of the day, whatever I even like again like I don't think everything has to have a meaning. That sense, like this deep pseudo-intellectual kind of thing, and I don't think everything is devoid of meaning. Also, even if on the surface it looks kind of like, even if on the surface it looks vapid, So for me, I feel like with all of that said, like, and even like there's certain things that like certain people are like, oh, that's so deep, and then you show it to another person, they laugh at it. So for me, what that shows is like I can control that type of stuff. The only thing I can control, and the thing that I am good at, is the thing that everybody sees in my work. Even if they don't like my subject matter, if they don't like me, whatever, however, one thing they can never take away from me is that it's beautiful. So that's for me. That's it. Like I feel like again, like I can sit here and be like, this is going to be this, and it's going to change this. And then that can never happen, but at least if someone sees it, they're like, oh, that's really pretty, that might be my thing, or oh, let me take a picture, I want that to be my screensaver on my phone, like that type of stuff, like, that means more to me than, like, some kind of, like, arbitrary kind of, like, life-changing, earth-shattering kind of goal. I feel like if you impact people in that way, you've done your job. So for me, it's just like I just want to make beautiful stuff until I die, and I want to live in beauty, like and be surrounded by beauty.
That's beautiful. What does success look, or how would you define success? And do you think you've achieved it?
Hell no. Success is being able to tell anybody and everybody to kiss your ass when you feel like it. Like success is not easy. Like I feel like you walk into the world, you walk around the world will be differently when you don't feel like, how can I say, like you make decisions differently. Like imagine, you don't have to imagine, like if you don't have money, like or like you don't have like something, like, you make decisions differently. Like I wouldn't be at the job I'm at if I didn't need money.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wouldn't be listening to people's opinions that I don't necessarily care for if I didn't. So to me, success is, it sounds, I get that it can sound gross, but it's having the money to be able to choose what it is you want to do, which is to me being free. And of course that there are levels, like, I never gonna sit here and put a number on it. I won't be successful unless I make $100 billion. No, like that's not what I'm talking about. But what I am talking about is like having the freedom to live your life the way you see fit at any moment. Like that to me is success. Like not making decisions based on like, yo, I gotta take this kid because I know that'll be a bill cover, like, stuff like that. Like I don't like to success is freedom.
And if once you attain that freedom, what will you be doing?
What will I be doing? I'll be making more art. I mean, I think I do want to, like, I guess a dream of mine of like something that I would want to do that like would be in the kind of like social change sphere or arena would be to help people where I know they need help in like my community, which is like LGBTQ community. Like I would like to build like some type of like center where they can live. We can get them jobs, and then the idea would be to like get them out of that system where they don't have money, they don't have a job, they don't have like a place to stay, and then they could eventually be members of society that are making money. Like if that to me, like that's like like Jewish people, how they do things. That's how it works. Like, you gotta look out for yours, and like I feel like that would help. Like that's something I do want to be able to like long term, maybe even a and like give my money to that. Like that's something. But other than that, it's just living my life, making art, traveling. I love giving people things. I would be a lot of my success would be spent on other people. Like, I want to be that rich uncle who comes home and gets these crazy ass gifts from like Paris and like random places. Helping people in that way, But yeah, just I think that's just what I feel like. Thank you. What I'm doing, whatever I would be doing at that time. I know I would travel a lot more.
Yeah.
I know I would travel a lot more. I would see people more. Or I would make less excuses to not see people.
Yeah. That's honest.
But yeah, I just think it's just I would have options. That's it. Like I would have options to do stuff.
So, without having, well, I guess you could give me a little background about when you came out, and did that translate into your expression of art, or did art make that transition easier? Or were you just always, or people were always aware of who you were?
I mean, I was always gay, but
you were always what?
I was always gay.
Yeah.
I wasn't out until like 18. Like I made up in my mind. I was like, look, when I go to college, I'm just be gay. Like I'm just going away from home. Nobody knows me here. I think it did help in the sense that, like, I think art in general helped me because I've always had an outlet. Like, I'm always, like, sometimes I feel sad for people who don't have an outlet. Because, like, I can always put it into a piece, even if it's just a little silly sketch that no one sees, like, I can get it out here, So it has helped me in that. But I think my work was always kind of like similar. Even when I look at stuff I was doing when I first got to college, it's kind of the same thing. It's just I didn't have a direction. I literally had like a sketchbook like this, and I would just do these on each page or whatever. But like when I look at it now, like I was doing the same thing. I was drawing myself. It's very trippy. Sometimes sexual, but always very like poppy, you know. Yeah, always there was always a personal aspect to it. But I don't think I answered your whole question.
I like how you answered it. That gave me good insight. It led into my next question about how I was going to ask that because some of your work, it focuses on let men be feminine, and that's like a central theme. So I wanted to know if that was something you felt like you weren't allowed to be, or it's something you were, and so you like that's a reflection in your art.
I definitely wasn't. My family is not progressive at all when it comes to stuff like that. That's like putting it nicely. I've always been on the more feminine side. I've always. That's how I talk. Like my hands are under here because if they weren't, it would be like this. Like I talk with my hands. Yeah. So I mean, it's just that something too. Like it's also just like I think now the kids are growing up now, and they have so much more freedom. Even now, like most people like have crazy like we have crazy coming out stories like from my generation. But these kids now they have like they take someone too far. They take a guy too far. So yeah, I think even for me it's kind of like just an affirmation, like letting people know I see you, you see me, like that kind of thing. Because like they're stupid numbers. But yeah, I mean it's just that's always been.
Where's the burgers?
That message.
Then I
kept
was looking
saying
at
Barnes
you
and
and staring right in
I
my
know.
eye, and so I'm just like.
We kept saying Barnes and Nobles, which is right over there. So I think he's
I
like.
thought you were talking about burger.
He said burgers too.
Oh.
Wait, how many more questions do you have?
No, that's it. I did
Sure?
more because you're just so fascinating.
And
And I love your outfit. Those are amazing.
Oh, thank you. My boyfriend just got these.
Unfortunately, the conclusion of our interview was drowned out by the sound of a man who was ranting about a burger. So we don't have the rest of it here. But I hope you enjoyed this conversation with Kendrick Day and that you'll go ahead and take a look at his website and his Instagram. His Instagram handle will be at the end of this episode. So sit back and enjoy the rest of this portrait.